And we are back. It is time for part 2 of our usual process. It is time for the Fantasy Football Series, the series where I give you a rundown on all the best players I think you should be picking up for this weekend's fixtures, building a team of all of the best ones and then challenging you guys to see if you can do any better. Let's have a look at what happened 2 weeks ago and see how many winners we had. So, this was my team from 2 weeks ago. Another very good performance. Almost snuck in to the top 100,000 once again. 82 points overall. Lots of good points from the Man City players and, of course, from captain Harry Kane. What you can see on there, though, is the usual effect of the international break, with 3 players coming back from it looking injured for this week's games. So, interested to see how your teams will have changed because of injuries that always happen due to the international break. Let's see how many winners there were, and it is that time that I know he has been waiting for the last 2 weeks, as there was only one winner for Game Week 8, and that was James Morris with a score of 87, so very well done to him. And it gets even better for him because he also now sits top of the Fantasy League as well. So a big congratulations to him. Like I said, I know he's been waiting for the last 2 weeks for this moment. So make sure you are getting yourself involved in this series so you can stop people like him from dominating the scene. There is the whole top 15 as it is right now. The leaders are starting to pull away, so it's interesting to see how the others can try and catch up, including myself, who is doing quite poorly with my main team, it has to be said. Let's look ahead to the brand new game week and the players that I think you are going to need. So, we'll start off with the bench because, as always, the bench is just full of players that are the cheapest available. And would you just look at that? You're having Cafu and Totti on your bench. How good it would have been to have said that 20 years ago. I've kept a hold of Nico Williams as well. Just because for the purposes of this team, his price will stay low, whereas for others it is a little bit higher right now. And I've also kept Danny Ward. I think he is a very good shout as a potential goalkeeper to put in your team this week. However, I don't fully trust Leicester to get a clean sheet considering they are bottom of the league. But if you have him, I would recommend going for him unless you have got this other goalkeeper that I'm going to go for in the main team, and that is Alisson. And also with Alisson, we are having Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. I don't think there are many clean sheets out there this weekend, so I've gone for 2 Liverpool ones. I spoke about it in my predictions video yesterday. I know Brighton have done really, really well, but this will be their first game without Graham Potter and their first game for a month. So I just think it's a good opportunity for Liverpool to get a clean sheet. And if they are going to get a clean sheet, then obviously Alisson is a great pick for in goal. But usually when Liverpool do get a clean sheet, Trent tends to get more than just the 6 points, potentially with a goal or assist the other way as well. So that is why I'm going for both of them. Because of the lack of potential clean sheets, I am then just going to go for the best fullback, I think, in the world right now, which is João Cancelo. Up against Manchester United, it's obvious that he is going to play. I think there is a chance City get a clean sheet against United, as much as I don't want them to. And then again, obviously, Cancelo is very good going the other way. Finally, the other team that I think have half a chance of getting a clean sheet is West Ham. And the player that I'm going to choose from them is Sofal. He has been playing every single game so far this season, back in the right-back position. So I think he is a potential option for you guys this week. Sticking on the theme of West Ham, I'm then going to move into midfield and go for Jared Bowen. Again, a player slowly recovering his form from last season, had a very good Europa League game a couple of weeks ago before the international break and has now been fully rested as he did not take part in the international break. So he'll be coming into this fixture very fresh, looking to hit the ground running once again. Inside him, I am going to go for one of my favourite footballers, the player that I think should be in the England team. I don't understand how he isn't, and a very good fantasy football pick, as always, in James Maddison. At home to Nottingham Forest, even though Leicester haven't been playing well this season, Maddison has still been picking up consistent points. So against Nottingham Forest, I'd expect him to do at least either 1 goal or an assist, but potentially more. I went for 3-1 in my prediction series, so I would expect Maddison to be involved in at least 1 or 2 of them if that were to happen. Next to him, I'm going to go for Andreas Pereira. I know a lot of you guys have him already, but I just think at 4.6 million, and given Newcastle's slight injury concerns and how well Fulham have been playing, I think he is a great pickup. He has also been taking all of their set pieces. And rounding off the midfield, we are going to go for my captain this week, and that is going to be Mohamed Salah. Now, I know a lot of you have probably given up on Salah so far this season, and I understand why. He's a very expensive player that hasn't been doing so well. However, he has just had a very, very good international break with Egypt, scoring several times in those games. And on top of that, like we spoke about with the defence for Liverpool, I think it is a great opportunity for Liverpool to put a marker down on Brighton, who are going to be, you know, trying to find their new identity under the new management. So Salah is going to be my captain's pick. That does not mean, however, that I'm going to take Haaland out of the side. I am, of course, going to leave Haaland in while he is available, and I've already spoken again in my predictions video about how I fear for Martinez up against Haaland in that channel, so I still think Haaland is a very good choice for this week, not only in the team, but for captain. I'm just going to run that risk on Salah there. As for the other two strikers, I think, like I said, I don't see there being a lot of clean sheets out there this week, so I do think there is a lot of potential for goals out there. It's just whether or not which ones you go for. The likes of Antonio would spring to mind immediately. He is not one that I am going to go for. I'm going to start with Ollie Watkins because I think Aston Villa are just slightly starting to turn the corner, and Watkins has been playing very well. Leeds are always all over the place defensively. They have been playing well, Leeds, but they have been shipping goals as they always do. So I think Watkins is a good shout for this week. And finally, the man of the moment over the international break and the man of the moment for Fulham so far this season, and that is, of course, Alexander Mitrovic, coming up against his former club in Newcastle. I do think he'll be scoring at least one goal in this one here. And that is going to be it for today's video. As always, please let me know down in the comments what team you are going to be rocking for this game week, and if you think that your team has what it takes to take on my best of Game Week 9 team, let me know by joining the SO99 League. League code is on the screen right now. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for my post-match reaction to the Manchester Derby, and then Champions League predictions will be back again at the start of next week. Thank you very much for watching.